Hey everyone, welcome back to Move Me to Pittsburgh, the show where we break down Pittsburgh real estate, local stories, and the conversations shaping the city.
We're your hosts, David and Cassie. Whether you're tuning in for market insight, neighborhood talk, or just a fresh take on what's happening around Pittsburgh, we're glad you're here.
Each week we dive into trends we're seeing, the headlines catching our attention, and the things buyers, sellers, and locals are talking about.
So settle in. We've got another great episode for you. Let's get into it.
This past week has been a massive week for the city of
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. We had the NFL draft, and now we have the marathon. It's marathon weekend coming up this weekend.
Absolutely.
And we got some interesting stories behind the scenes that people aren't talking about, as far as I know.
Absolutely. Yeah, big week here. So I'm down, So we got some firsthand takes. We both went and visited the draft. We went separately, so we have two different views on it. So Dave, you want to tell us about your experience with it?
Yeah, so I'm on the east side of the city, and we parked up at I forget what they called it, the NFL Rider. I think they called it the Rider Pass. So you parked in Monroeville at the mall up there, and then they bust you in on public transit, and it just felt like a vacation. Honestly, we went. It's like right by the Dick's Sporting Goods up there, massive parking lot, and then the buses were rolled in. But as soon as we drove past the lot of people where they were getting on, they had a double bus, which I've never rode public transit. I rode the T, but I've never been on a public bus.
Yeah.
So that was fun for the first time. Anyway, there was double buses, so it wasn't just like one; it was double. There were two of them, and they do that turn around corners. It was cool. So I don't know how many people fit on 100, but the bus was packed to the gills. I actually had to stand riding down the first time, but it was just neat. It was really well done. I think you got on the way down. They made like 2 stops, but other than that, you would think from Monroeville to the city would probably take you like 40 minutes on a bus. But
Yeah.
we got that down there in 20 minutes. I didn't even know this, but the buses have their own route.
Yeah.
So we got off at the Wilkinsburg exit and then got on some random highway where there was no traffic until we were downtown. So it was incredible. I thought that was really fun.
Awesome.
Talking to other people that were standing by us, it was, holding on to the thing, moving down the road. It was really cool.
Great.
Yeah, but once we got there, they had it so well done. 0 traffic, a little bit downtown, but as soon as you got off, we weren't shoulder to shoulder for the most part. We didn't go into the section that had the actual draft. We just stayed along the stage and then went over to the point at one point. But as far as like the vendors on the street, everybody was happy. People were smiling. I thought they did an incredible job.
We did. Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, so I live on the north side, so I actually chose to drive. I didn't feel like doing the bus, or it's maybe a 10-minute drive. So I will say I was very pleasantly surprised that there was no traffic. Like, I feel like nobody was out driving around last weekend. It almost felt like COVID times where you were able to just zip to wherever you needed to go. So we parked next to the Y that's on West North Ave. So very close to the aviary for anybody who doesn't know where that is. So yeah, we were up there, we parked there, and then we walked through the little park and then went straight to the stadium. So we weren't planning on it, but we did end up changing our minds and we did go into the stage area. So, and like you said, though, it didn't feel shoulder to shoulder. There was so many people, but it was so easy. They had it laid out so nicely that they just kind of like funneled you through a specific way. It was very, very quick. And you were able to get like back to the bathroom or grab a drink and even back to your people with no issues. Everybody was so polite. It was, I think, a very positive experience overall. So we hung out there for a couple of hours, and then we did go to Point State Park as well. We wanted to see what all was over there. So rode the Gateway Clipper, which was probably the longest line I stood in that whole day, but that's okay. Finally rode the Gateway Clipper, knocked that off my bucket list. But yeah, so I got to go over there and see Point State Park, and that was another fantastic experience. They funneled you in one specific way. You knew exactly where to go. Everything was there. We played a little game where you tried to throw a football into like little holes in a wall. I don't think any of us made it, but it was still fun. We got a little football chapstick and a towel for it, so it was a good time.
Where was
Loved it.
that at? Where they did that? Was it at
It
the
was at
point?
Point State Park somewhere.
At the
Yeah,
point? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, weather was great on Friday too.
yeah.
That was
I went.
really good. I'm
Yeah,
glad I went on Friday.
beautiful. Yeah. I think
Friday was
Dave's
fantastic.
yeah, I loved that's the day I went and it was, yeah, perfect. What it was low 80s, I think, maybe mid 80s, but probably low by the time I got there. I went later in the evening.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous. Got to sit on the top of the Gateway Clipper, enjoy the nice little breeze, and
Mm,
yeah, the
yeah,
whole city was lit up. It was
yeah,
like something I've
great,
never seen here.
great energy. Yeah,
Yeah.
bridges were flashing with every time a team's pick went.
Yeah, so
So
I didn't realize that. I mean, I was watching it, but I didn't realize they were changing colors. I saw that they were colored, but I did not put two and two together. So the big hotel, the Wyndham, I think is the one down there, right by like behind the fountain. You can see the big side
yeah,
of it. So they
so they
had that
yeah,
all. It was like a giant projector that told you what team's pick was up, and then I guess yeah, the bridges matched the color of the team, which I
yeah.
am sad to say I didn't notice, but I watched it.
Yeah, what a beautiful backdrop to that to be able to change, and I mean, it was crystal clear. We sat
Yeah,
in the point and we were looking up at it. It was so crisp
yeah,
for it just being basically tinted windows and a projector shining up on it.
yeah.
Whew, beautiful.
Should have had a
Yeah,
picture up of it, but I don't, unfortunately.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Check our Instagram. We'll put something up there. I think we
yeah, yeah, we'll
shared
definitely.
reposted to somebody else's. It was just
Yeah,
really, really well done.
yeah.
Um, Yeah, I also they shut down the first bridge, and
Mhm.
I actually think that was a smart play. That would have been like right at the North Shore next to Southern Tier, and
Southern
then it
Tier.
drops you
Yeah.
right off at the point.
Mhm.
I think they did that strategically to get you to go around past
Yeah,
PNC Park and go that bridge, so you'd get to see
yeah,
more of the local businesses. So I actually think they did that on purpose because
absolutely.
that's a very key point that could have saved people a little bit of time. So forcing them to go
Yeah.
around. Um,
I think it
but
also
yeah,
played a good safety aspect as well. Like, just to know where everybody is, like, everybody's going one direction. Like, I think that's also why we probably ended our whole weekend with almost no issues.
yeah,
The stats
yeah,
on that was wild. I expected, that many people,
yeah.
which we're
What
about
was
to
it?
get
What
into.
was the number that we broke the record on?
805,000.
805
Yeah,
1,000 visitors.
yeah.
So
So
they
over
were they
3
were
days.
they were double
Yeah,
counting them. So that would be about 266,000 people
yeah,
within the barriers of the
yeah,
draft. That's wild.
yeah. And they said, overall, like, almost no issues. And I know a couple people that work like for the Steelers and stuff who were helping throw everything
Mhm.
together, and it was just like the stats on how great everything was. The safety of everything was amazing.
Yeah, no doubt.
They did a great job.
Yeah, so
They should just
0
have it here
but
next year.
I was even looking for something negative.
Yeah,
Like, it
yeah.
was you could not find it, looking
No,
for something. I think there was, like, a couple people arguing, but they were selling, like, bootleg,
yeah,
T-shirts, and they were yelling, like, "That's the only
yeah,
thing." The bathrooms they had lined up, I mean, they threw a freaking party.
yeah. It was great.
Incredible.
Everything was
Mhm.
clean. Everything was very well organized. So
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. One thing a couple people as far as were like they were surprised they didn't get more visitors down to the strip district, and they were like
Yeah,
overbuying items for the store.
yeah,
We just had the golf just like 6 months ago, and Oakmont being less than a half a mile away didn't get any of that traffic. So I
yeah.
just maybe
All designated to one area.
let's go down this weekend or next and
Right.
support your strip
Give them
district.
some love.
I don't see all the the complaining online on the internet
Yeah.
about it. I mean, you know,
Absolutely.
All the like coaching circles that I've ever been in have always been like, turn the TV off, don't watch the news. Well, it's like there's these patterns that we all know
Yeah.
all across the country. Like if you're outside of the barrier, you're just not getting the traffic.
Yeah.
So I guess that was the one thing if you were actually if you were really looking for it. But other than that, I think that was probably the best party that they've thrown the city. Beautiful.
Absolutely. I'm excited
Yeah.
to see what it brings us now.
Yeah, right. Well, look, now we got another 300,000
Yeah,
this week
very
downtown
true.
for the
Yeah, for the
marathon, which we'll
marathon.
get here in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. As far as our weekly extravaganza on trying out a new cafe or new coffee shop, we were down at Gasoline Street Coffee. This is right by that First Avenue garage that we always recommend if you're
Yeah,
going to catch it and ride over to the T.
absolutely.
But I don't. What did you order? Can you
I
remember?
had a vanilla latte, and then, which I'm now starting to realize I think I've gotten them at maybe the last 3, so it's time to branch out next time.
Yeah.
But I did, and it's nice to try different ones. And then I also got a breakfast sandwich, which was just like a ham and cheese egg on a bagel. But I have to say, it's one of the best ones I've had in a while. It was,
Mm.
I think it was a great size. They had it. It was nice and warm, but like not too like it wasn't too crispy. Wasn't too. It was perfect. I'd get it again.
Yeah, I can't remember what I got, but I know I got
You had the
a
spinach.
lemonade, iced
Okay.
lemonade.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could go wrong with that, but that was good.
You
And
didn't try
then
that blueberry they tried to get you to put in it.
oh no, don't put blueberry in my in my tea. But yeah, I can't remember what else I got, but the vibe was cool there.
Yeah.
Obviously they made it look like a gasoline kind of like
Yeah,
a
it's like
garage.
an old, yeah, like an old like mechanic garage. Yeah, it was neat. I would say, I mean, when we were there, it's a Monday morning, or I guess closer to lunchtime. But there was still, a couple people working there, and I almost said like it was just such a relaxed, chill vibe that we originally were sitting inside, and I was like, we should probably sit outside so we're not talking over everybody trying to work. Like it was
Yeah,
nice. It
it
was
was
so
definitely a working
yeah.
cafe.
Yeah,
Everybody
it
was
was really
under
nice
that.
though, but that's why it was nice that they had the outside area that we were able to still be part of it, but also let everybody work.
Yeah. Okay, I got the Midas Touch. It was a turmeric, raw ginger, cinnamon, honey, and I got almond milk in it.
Okay.
Um,
Wow.
I should have told her iced, but it ended up coming up hot, and it was
Yeah.
good. It was like 80 degrees that day too. So
Yeah.
that's what made me end up going for the
For the
going back
lemonade.
for the
Yeah.
lemonade. But yeah,
You got
cool
to try
spot.
something else? It was.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of seats. Not a lot of seats. I think there was
Yeah.
maybe, 2 corners of where you could
Mhm.
sit and then just outdoor sections. I don't know
Yeah.
if it was raining where you would, sit in there, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but really cool vibe.
Yeah. Definitely I'd go
Definitely
back.
recommend checking that out, especially
Yeah.
before a game. If you wanna stop at the
Absolutely.
First Street Garage, jump across, then get on the T and head over to the North Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Look
yeah, yeah.
look out on our Instagram page. We will also be posting a little reel about that.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, we got all kinds of photos to share with you. We'll get there.
Yeah, yeah.
Busy,
So
busy.
we did hit on the marathon coming this weekend.
Mhm.
You know anything about it?
I do. So it's going to be another really big weekend for Pittsburgh, which I'm excited. Well, actually, I'm not going to be here. I'm excited to see the recap of it all. But yeah, I think they have 50,000 plus runners that are running the marathon, or the half, the marathon, the full, whatever other ones they do. I think the 5K might be the day before.
Mm.
They also do like a kid run. I think there's a pet walk at some point too that they do. But yeah, so they're expecting over 50,000 runners and 300,000 spectators that'll line the street. So it's turning the whole city into a race course and has a little bit of like a festival vibe at the same time. So what's nice is we talked about how the draft was very low, like very centrally located. They just did downtown and North Shore, but this one is actually going to run through neighborhoods like the Strip District, who needs some love after last week, Oakland, South Side, Mount Washington. So it's not just that downtown loop. You're going to get like a
Wow.
full full little city tour on foot if you're running it. But yeah, so like I said, you got everything from like the 5K to races. This is all gonna be Saturday, Sunday. I believe the marathon is the Sunday, correct? And I think the other, like the smaller ones, are Saturday. So yeah, Sunday morning they'll kick off downtown for the actual marathon, the half and the full. And then afterwards they do I think they call it the Finish Line Festival at Point State Park. So this will take place Saturday and Sunday after the races, where runners, volunteers, and those who come to check it out can go and participate in activities, take advantage of things like giveaways, learn about community organizations, and recover from the races with, I think they have booths from Sheetz, Eaton Park, Dave's favorite, the Humane Animal Rescue, and Kids of Steel. So it'll be cool to check it out. And another big little spotlight for Pittsburgh. I know I saw that, runners come in from all over for stuff like this. I believe I saw one of the top ones to look out for is another runner from Kenya that he comes over, and I mean, I don't know where he lives now. I just know he's from. That's what it said. But it's pretty cool. So another spotlight for us, and maybe another little record-breaking opportunity.
So you said this comes up into Mount Washington?
That's what it told me.
Yeah.
There is
that's really cool.
Yeah, it has. There is a map of it. I don't know. I thought it stayed down, but so I hope I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I thought
the website lied to me. Like I said, I won't be here, so I could look up a little map. I know they do have a little map that does not. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, because it does. It goes out and around. I want to say, did they do the West End Bridge maybe? And they go up, because it does go into South Side then, and then cuts back across.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go through a lot of different neighborhoods.
Yeah. So that's what's nice about, the city. You get to 26.1. I remember 26.2. 26.2. The half is 13.1. You can tell I'm not a runner. So yeah, it covers a lot of space. They're zooming in through the Strip District, going all the way out to Oakland. They're, like we said, going to South Side. So yeah, you get to see a lot.
Yeah, so South Side,
cool.
then up through Allentown, Mount Washington, West End, coming across the Mexican War Streets on the north side.
Mm-hmm.
You get to cross. Okay, you're crossing 2 bridges through this race too.
Yep.
3, excuse me.
Yeah, because South Side one. Yeah.
Going all the way up through the Strip District, takes you into Bloomfield, Friendship. Oh,
Yeah.
cool! They're taking you up around Highland Park as well, coming down East Liberty,
Bloomfield. Yeah.
or even taking you out through Homewood, Point Breeze, coming back through Shady Side.
Yeah.
Oakland.
Now that's, of course, if you're doing the full. The half, I know, is, I know like half of it's cut off, obviously, but I meant like half the map I think is cut off, because they don't. I believe my runner friends who are running it have told me that like going into like Oakland and stuff is where it gets really tough. So that, I believe, might be like the back half of it. Again,
very hilly, or what are they concerned?
I think it's some hills going. I don't know.
Yeah, so they avoided PJ McCardle. So that's why I was thinking, how are they getting up there?
I wouldn't want to run that.
No,
I see people do it. People bike it.
Yeah.
Same with is it Sycamore? The real windy one that's on the other side. I had to walk that one once, but never again.
Yeah.
But yeah, one time the incline was closed, and that was the easiest way to get back home. I wasn't waiting for an Uber to take me like a mile, so.
Oh my.
Next time I'm calling the Uber to take me a mile.
Yeah.
But again, not a runner.
Yeah. Our local hospital here has won 2 awards for local hospitals ranked for maternity care. One was in was it Butler Memorial, and the other one was right here in the city. Which one was it?
Thank you.
So here, yeah, it was AHN Forbes Hospital, and then Butler Memorial won 2 awards. So that was something worth mentioning, I thought.
Very nice.
So in the pit, they talk about getting what is it, client clients to give, well, I'm calling them clients. What are they? Patients to give, to give a ranking on their
Yeah.
experience.
Like a
It's
patient
funny watching that
satisfactory
and then
survey.
and then
Yeah.
reading stuff on how they win awards, and just thinking, how are those nurses and doctors dealing with it? They like, here's the iPad. Could you tell me how we
You're
did?
right.
That's what we
Maybe I'm
should
just gonna
start
start
doing.
handing.
Do
Yeah.
it. Perfect.
After I show a house, be like, here, let me know how
Yeah.
it was.
The services buyer, could you care to fill out a survey? It goes directly to our Google in our Zillow page. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, but a couple different things on ribbons that they won. I'm not going to get into it, but that's exciting for
Absolutely.
again, such great hospitals we have here. We really are blessed.
Yeah. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and to tie into last week's talking about gardening and getting those things started for what is it, Earth Month?
Well, that's about to be over, but yeah, it was Earth
Yeah,
Month.
well, they're still getting them out, but Pennsylvania is encouraging meadow lawns. So what they're doing is giving out, I think it was 300 or 500 native plants, seeds to sprinkle in your yards, and they're encouraging you to plant those instead of running golf-like yards.
Yeah.
So
Very
they want to
interesting.
check with your HOA first to make sure that you are allowed to do that.
Yeah. That'll be cool. Yeah. I need to up my landscaping. That is something this is our second summer, I guess, in this house.
Yeah.
And I need to finally up my game and match those who have been on the street for a little while.
Uh-oh, yeah. Get the
Yeah.
lawnmower going.
I did tear out some we had like those 15-foot tall bush trees. I don't know what they're called.
Not
Again,
bamboo.
I'm not good at plants. But yeah, like my office is on the second floor of the house, and I could see the tops of those coming up over like the little roof outside the
my.
windows. They were huge.
Bamboo, or
Covered
was
me.
it?
What was that?
Bamboo? Not little
No,
skinny
they're
things?
like just like the little almost like a little Christmas tree style.
Oh.
My mom's gonna be like, you know what it is.
You're like,
I can just see her like,
needle
you didn't get my
nuts or
green
something.
thumb. Yeah, they were those little things.
Yeah, they do grow
Whatever they actually are called.
high.
But yeah, they were 15 feet tall. So I
Woo!
went and chopped those things right down. There was 3 of them. They covered the entire porch. Like you couldn't see out the window. So I don't know who thought they were going to be a good idea, but at least got rid of those, made the house look a lot nicer. And so, yeah, I mean, now I just put in like 2 very small ones that'll eventually grow. I think those were only going to grow like 3.5 feet. So I can say it made a massive difference. We had multiple neighbors come over and talk to us. Like, we're so glad you tore those down. It looks really nice. So you never know what a little bit of landscaping can do to make
Yeah.
everything look a lot better.
Oh,
So
gosh.
now I got
Yeah.
the itch to change everything.
Yep. I think those were arborvitas. I might be pronouncing them wrong, but
Sounds right.
I picked some up over in Regent Square one time. The lady bought the house and they planted them. They were only like maybe 3 feet tall.
Okay.
Posted on Facebook free. Went over and picked them up, dug them out. She was like inside and then came out and was like, "Holy smokes, how'd you get them out so quick?" Pulled them out.
Yeah.
So anyway, brought them here, tried to put them in like a staggered formation in the back to build like a fence. None of them survived, but those are great trees if you get them started and prune them right.
Absolutely.
Very
cool.
And they burn fast. Be real careful if you're burning them or whatever you're doing to get rid of them. I put them all in the
we
back.
gave ours to a friend who burned them, and it was like, they like exploded, huge flames.
Oh my gosh, we had them back here, and luckily nobody was around. They probably would have called 911, but I was rushing, grabbed the hose, came and pulled it back, and was spraying. I'm like, whoa, okay. Guy behind me's got a real nice in-ground pool, and he was probably flipping out.
Floating, just watching all the flames.
It burns like a white powder almost.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That actually, so I decided to come up with, not like I said, I got the itch to change things now. You know, I want to change things in the house. We've been here this is our 2nd year now. So I decided to change the backyard a little bit. We have a very nice deck that's perfect for what we need, but underneath it has just a little small walkway that leaves the door. I decided I want to
Mhm.
change that into a little patio. And then I'm going to redo like the laundry room that's right inside of it and the bathroom. So next thing I'm going to throw on myself for everyone to watch. I'm going to document everything that I do and try to have like my own little like mini HGTV type, follow me along on this. So keep an eye out starting this summer. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You can watch me probably not know what I'm doing, but I'm going to learn and you can learn right
Hey,
along with me. And then of
makes it
course, if you have
entertaining
any
and
tips,
fun.
please let
Yeah,
me know. I've never redone anything. But I'm going to try. So that'll be something else that I can document and show everyone and keep up on the podcast. So I'll show you how I change things.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got, of course, during the draft, Shapiro and the mayor were meeting with business owners
Mhm.
about building a facility and bringing their headquarters to Pittsburgh. So that's exciting. I haven't heard anything about it, but I'd like to see if
Yeah.
where they're taking that. So, and what companies they were. I did not see any
Right.
reports on which ones were considering a change. Like, where are they coming from? Why?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like I guess we didn't actually go into like the specifics of what we were talking about the draft earlier. We just kind of said what we knew. But yeah, there were a lot of articles out there. Like you said, I don't think they named exactly who, but they did say like
Mhm.
it really put Pittsburgh in the spotlight, not only for football fans, but major CEOs and marketing execs were in town. People were posting all over social media of our skyline, the colors that I didn't notice changed, everything like that. So, we had, what did we say, 805,000 people. So broke that record. The one before that was Detroit.
Mhm.
Detroit, 2024, I believe it was. They had 775,000. So we were only expecting 500,000 to 700,000, but ended up with 805,000. We also broke the single day record of the first day. They had 320,000 people that had showed up. So it did. It really made a huge difference for the city. Brought in so many people. So yeah, I'm very interested to see if we eventually get who was here. Like, how's this going to help? Because I know they have all these plans for upgrading Pittsburgh with like the Esplanade stuff, and like, is any of this and anybody that came in going to help push that along as well as maybe even increase what we're doing? Maybe
Yeah,
the
no doubt.
financial impact it gave on the city, everything like that.
Yeah, we'll have to report back on that because
Yeah,
that's interesting stuff to see what it brought in.
try
I
and
know,
follow along for sure.
yeah, some of the bigger headlines were like the city put up, I think it was 19 million to different nonprofits and different groups to help
Hmm.
advertise it and build it out. That's one thing we did stop at the what's the center of the city? Not Market Square.
Oh,
Holy
like
smokes, did they
downtown.
do a good job there. They pulled
Yeah.
all those brick out that were, in my opinion,
Well,
completely fine to begin with,
yeah.
and installed these beautiful, beautiful stones.
Huh. That is
Yeah,
one area I haven't been to yet,
I
but I've
don't
seen
think
pictures.
I don't think it needed it, but holy smokes,
It
is it
clearly made a
beautiful now.
difference, so
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
like
definitely have to go check that out.
the clear thing that they put over, I have no clue what the point of it is, but it looks nice.
Looks
It's
nice.
great.
Yeah.
I
That'll
don't
be
know.
really, really interesting to see how then that changes Christmas around here. Because they do like the little Christmas village in Market Square right next to the tree, the skating rink.
Very
Like,
good
I'm
point.
I'm very interested to see how I'm sure it'll make that even better, improve everything that they do there. So
Yeah. Yeah, they had a screen up. We didn't get down there till late. I think it was like after 9,
mm,
just to go down and see the what they had, but most of it was already closed by then, but they
mm,
did have a big screen up, and they, like, had these pop-up tents that inside was like a watch party,
okay,
um, but so it just kinda felt like a normal night there, but wow, it's
really nice.
very, very nice job on
Okay.
the
I'll have to check it out.
Market Square. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had real good. An article worth mentioning was, oh, I lost it. It was just the jobless rate. We are at
Oh,
the
wow, yeah.
lowest out of anywhere in the U.S. right now. That's like a quiet, positive story that we didn't expect. So what's that mean? That's a stable market, steady housing demand. We are
Absolutely.
not losing jobs here.
No,
Did you see this Mexican War Street home?
I did. Yeah, it has that beautiful mural. You're talking about the one with the turtle?
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah.
1213 Boyle Street.
Yeah. Do you have a picture of that to pop up for
Yeah,
those
let
who
me
are
see if I'm
watching?
able to share it. So they put a sea turtle on the side of it.
Yeah. Have a nice little ocean scene. I drove by it the other day. I was driving somewhere down there and drove by it. I definitely slowed down to take a look at it. Didn't take a picture of it or anything. I should have, but I loved it.
Yeah, check that out. This is in the Mexican War Street. You able to see my screen? I'm just sharing the
Not
tab.
yet. You got to.
It just moved me. I'm not able to see. Do you have the ability to hit it? Oop. Both hit at the same time.
I'm muted. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's very bright. I mean, you can't miss it. Uh, beautiful. That's what like
Yeah.
little, yeah, the little coral reef and or not fish.
Yeah, what the heck do they have going on in the back here? Look at all this
Their little
entertaining
seating
space.
area. Yeah,
Look like a restaurant or something they're
I
gonna put in there.
know. They should put something there. It'd be neat.
Yeah.
Yes, right in
But
right.
I imagine like how did it make it on here? Whether it's like a new listing or what the play is. Yeah, it was a new listing, so it's listed
Yeah.
for 480,000 right now. But this is just maybe a little transition part to talk about. When you list a property, I think I've talked about it on this show before. You have to let the property sit for a little while.
Mhm.
Maybe they paid to get this article out here. I don't know.
Yeah,
But it's going viral, and I'm sure it's going to end up on a couple different real estate Facebook groups like Zillow Gone Wild,
absolutely.
because that whoever painted that did a fantastic job. But you got to let the marketing do some work.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Okay.
had I remember, I think we may have talked about this in a past one, but yeah, we had that one in the north side somewhere, Perry North, Perry South, one of the areas in there that Zillow Gone Wild hit, and we had so many people coming out, like, calling about that, like, I'm
Uh-huh.
sure Zillow was blowing up with people trying to get in to see that place, so I think they did a good job waiting it out, not to, because I know offers were flying in right away.
Oh,
I
you
think
might be
I think
you
my
might
buyer
be
was even one of them. So
okay. I was thinking of a different one. There was
yeah,
one that was also up in Perry
okay,
Hilltop that they accepted an offer like within 3 days,
okay.
and then the listing ended up going viral.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, this was
and
this
it
was
was
yeah,
already sold. Imagine getting 200 to 300,000 eyeballs on a piece of
yeah,
property, and you accepted an offer almost immediately.
yeah,
I think we've talked about it because people were spending all this money on like art.
yeah.
They're like got more money than they know what to do with. They would have bought that for a trophy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
They
I mean,
bought it as a trophy.
I had a buyer from out of state that was really looking into it and, like, looking to flip it and not totally flip it, like, keep all the character because it was
Mhm.
absolutely gorgeous, needed the work, but all the old character was still there. It was an amazing home. I can see why it got the
You talking about the
traction.
one that was on the corner? It was like red and
It was
had a
red.
scoop up top. Yeah, okay. I think we're talking about the same one.
Might be.
Yeah, they gave that one enough time
Yeah.
to get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So I think we pretty much hit on all of our exciting things. I did get there. They
Absolutely.
had a, a cafe passport that was
Mm.
that's getting hit hard right now with Facebook ads. So I ended up getting one. We have to figure out how we're going to give it away, but keep an
Yeah,
eye out for that. That's where we're going to be getting a couple of our ideas on which coffee shops to hit next.
absolutely.
So if you're not on our email list already, reach out,
Yeah.
private message us, or of course, reach out via text message if you don't have our numbers. 412-912-4003. That's our company line. Text us your email. We'll get you signed up for that. But keep an eye out. We're going to be giving away one of those booklets to someone. I'm not sure what you're going to have to do to get entered, but Cassie will keep you updated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff I'm doing. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it'd
What
be
else do you
nice.
have
Yeah.
going on? You said something, you got a little summer
Listen.
guide coming out.
I do. So yeah, I am hopefully finishing that up this weekend. We did a little holiday guide, a much shorter version. The holiday guide was, but this is going to be, it's like our ultimate summer guide to Pittsburgh. So we talk about all the festivals, outdoor dining, and all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to give too much away, but it's anything that you can do in the summer, that we highly recommend. I will also say that a lot of the photos, most of the photos in there are ones that we have taken. So you get to see our view of the city. So anywhere we have visited and what we recommend to you. So we're hoping to get that live in May, and then you'll know what to do this summer.
Yeah, that's exciting. And I did see a little bit of it at our past meeting there. You were showing me some of the photos, all taken by Cassie herself. I think I've said this before, but you may want to, I don't think she does commission jobs for photography, but you may want to convince her that she's should pick a camera up.
There you go.
Very good.
Get my little side job going.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I like taking pictures, so yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. So yeah, hit me up. I'll show you around the city. Maybe I'll do one of those little guided walking tours with everybody that you can come out and
You got to get those little, not the mopeds, but what do they do that you like lean into them and it takes you? I think they got rid of them.
Segways?
Yeah, Segways. You got to get one of them back.
Right? Yeah, they used to do Segway tours, didn't they?
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a long time.
I don't think I've ever been on one of those, but
yeah, I used to see them out at not Century 3 Mall, but a different one where they would just ride around the mall with them. All had blue helmets on.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, something different.
Not sure why, but there you go.
I don't know if it's a workout riding them or like just like balance. Good for like
yeah, I guess you would have to balance.
Yeah, for like elderly or something to like keep them the balance. But
maybe I should do that.
That'd be good for me. Did you ever do like one of the plans where you like you test your, I don't know what it was, but you like go 1 foot on a pillow and see if you pull it off?
I think I know what you mean.
That's some sort of balancing.
Yeah, I had to do that when I went to physical therapy for my knee from playing too much kickball. They had me on one of those little balance balls, and yeah, I had to not only stand on it, I had to learn to lean and lift my other leg up. And oh man, what a workout.
Oh my. Yeah.
Start doing that again.
Cool, guys. So that's it.
Yeah, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Move Me to Pittsburgh. Thanks for spending time with us.
Yeah, if you enjoyed this episode and you're watching it on whichever platform, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell us anything you're thinking about. If you want access to our summer guide, reach out. We'll get that over to you when it is ready.
Absolutely.
But we appreciate you guys tuning in.
We do. And always, if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing anywhere in the Pittsburgh region, we're always here to help.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you next time on Move Me to Pittsburgh.